A patchwork of green in the Stanislaus County foothills, the resort community of Diablo Grande is now at a crossroads.
The families who bought into life here at Diablo Grande bought into a dream. These hillside views, vineyards, golf courses, all of it built on a simple promise: a steady supply of water.
The sunburned hills surrounding the development offer a warning. This is what happens if the water pumped from the aqueduct stops. And now, the Western Hills Water District is proposing a massive rate hike just to keep the taps open.
We're on a shoestring here, and I can barely keep this district running and keeping clean water to everybody.
President Markovich faced a packed clubhouse in early June to deliver the uncomfortable message: pay more or risk losing your water. The Western Hills Water District supplies Diablo Grande with water from the Kern County Water Agency. In a letter, the Kern County Water Agency warned it will cut off service June 30th unless Diablo Grande property owners approve the hike from $145 a month to $569.
Or they say maybe they want a little more, maybe $700, $800. That's what's scaring me.
Scaring all of us.
Okay, then there's no answers though, is what I'm trying to figure out, the frustration.
How do you feel like this is going?
Not well.
Debbie Antigua heads the action committee organizing public meetings.
The residents are very concerned. They don't know whether or not they're going to have water.
The Kern County Water Agency says it's ending its contract with Western Hills because the district owes the agency more than $13 million and hasn't made a payment since 2019. The letter states that if the rate hike passes, Kern will keep the water flowing until December 31st to give Western Hills time to find another supplier.
You keep saying something about it's good until December.
Retired nurse Lydia Stewart is one of many asking hard questions.
We're on Social Security, limited income. What are we supposed to do?
She and her husband James say they put their life savings into a new home here in 2018.
What was that like for you?
A dream, because I've worked so hard. I've taken care of so many people.
But that dream home now hangs in the balance. They won't be able to sustain the higher rate for long on top of the mortgage and other bills.
We only have a certain income. That's why we picked up here, because we could afford just that. We didn't expect this big lump sum to be dumped on us.
We're victims in all of this, right? We've paid our bill.
Katie Whitney and her husband moved to Diablo Grande in 2012 to retire.
The dream was to, move up here, someday retire and, play golf every day.
The rate hike will be uncomfortable. What's unthinkable is losing water altogether.
When you're thinking about retiring and there's a possibility that your home won't be livable, it's a little bit more than your dream slipping away, right? There's a feeling of, how did we get here? How in the world did we get here?
And not on the fault of us. We've paid everything we've had to pay. It was the stuff that happened before we moved here.
What happened before is a long story. This was Diablo Grande in 2016, a world-class golf resort community built to expand. And here it is today. The golf courses closed, the grass dried out, and of the 5,000 homes promised, only a fraction, around 600, were ever built.
You bought this place in 2011. What was it like?
2011. It was awesome. Everything was green.
Doug Moore bought a home overlooking the 13th hole.
This is what it looked like when we moved in. It was a dream location for us.
He spent years trying to help other homeowners understand how it came to this.
The first instinct they had when they see a rate increase that's triple what they were paying, is one of anger, and it hit them by surprise. I wasn't surprised. I've been following this for years.
The Western Hills Water District blames the former developers for the millions in unpaid water bills to Kern County Water Agency. Initially, the developers subsidized the cost of water to boost growth. But when the housing project stalled and the developers effectively went out of business, the payments stopped and the debts piled up.
I worry about it every day. Keeps me up at night.
With time running out, the new board now scrambling for a new water source for Diablo Grande, asking state and local leaders for help.
Everybody is just very frustrated that nobody wants to do anything. The answers we get is, you're on your own.
Stanislaus County officials say they can't intervene either.
It is an issue that must be handled here locally with a local district. I know that's a tough answer, that's a tough message.
And Debbie Antigua says her calls to the state have led nowhere.
We've called for the community to, email all these agencies, and they have. And they just, well, yeah, we're forwarding you on to another agency. Okay, which one? Because nobody's coming.
It's a common question here. Is anyone coming to help? We also reached out to the state. The Department of Water Resources and the governor's office say this is a local matter, and the state has no official role in resolving it.
It's very hard to believe that, there isn't an entity that can come forward and help us find a solution, find a way out of this.
Just work with us and find a solution is what we're asking, and they won't even talk to us.
The resort community built on a dream in the rugged California foothills, now fighting to stay afloat. For now, the water is still flowing, but at what cost and for how long?